Wow, I feel so sorry for you if you just canceled your Apple TV Plus subscription because Severance is over. Because you're gonna have to renew that baby, because there's a brand new show called The Studio and it's so freaking good. Honestly, can't get enough of this. We've got 2 episodes so far, and I'm glad that I finally have something to look forward to on Wednesdays. So if you haven't heard, The Studio follows Seth Rogen, who has recently become head of this big movie studio in Hollywood, and he's really trying to do things differently because he loves films and he doesn't want to make the same corporate garbage that other studios are making, because he cares about the art form, not just making money. That being said, he quickly realizes that that's not exactly how things work, and things are a lot more complicated than that. I just absolutely love this show. I love movies. I love movies about movies and TV shows about movies and TV shows about TV shows about movies about TV shows about movies. So all of this like behind the scenes stuff is just like my bread and butter. I love it so much. And Seth Rogen does such a good, and Evan Goldberg, he's his partner, his creative partner. They both do such a great job with this show. We're just 2 episodes in, but you can tell how much care and consideration and also how much bite this has. It is very much a commentary on today's Hollywood environment where IP is king, whether that is good or bad for the creative parts of the industry. That is sort of the world that we're living with, and it's the world that this show is showcasing and kind of showing you the errors of those ways, and maybe Hollywood will get it right one time. I think this show is just so brilliantly written and brilliantly structured, and the way that the camera goes throughout the entire episode, it's so chaotic and it makes you feel on edge. It's sort of like that anxiety you feel while watching The Bear, but also the comedy that you feel watching Curb Your Enthusiasm. It's a little bit of those two having like a baby and then giving that baby like cocaine, and then that's what you got. I realized that that's probably not the best comparison, but it kind of is. Within the first episode, you have him trying to make a good Kool-Aid movie. And no, this isn't like a metaphor. It's literally a movie about the Kool-Aid Man. You have Nick Stoller coming in as doing the mainstream commercial version of it, which, by the way, side note, Nick Stoller would totally kill a Kool-Aid movie. And then you also have Martin Scorsese, who's developing a film on the whole Jonestown cult, and how at the end they drank the Kool-Aid. It's just such a hilarious show, and the cameos in this show are out of this world, and this is just from the first 2 episodes. You got Martin Scorsese, as I mentioned, and you got a couple other actors in the mix playing themselves. But I will say, the nerdiest little cameo is Matt Bellany. He is sort of an industry commentator. He has a podcast. He does articles and things of that sort. But he does have a little audio cameo in this show, and I just, as soon as his voice came up when he's like, "Hi, I'm Matt Bellany," I'm like, this show is something special. And while episode 1 was amazing, episode 2 was even better, more stressful. I wanted to shake Seth Rogen and slap him across the face because he was stressing me out so badly. So basically the plot of the second episode is Seth Rogen, the studio executive, visits the set of Sarah Pauli's big next film, where she's directing a one-shot. And you know, one-shots are so litigious and they're so logistically complicated that everything has to go right. They only have a set amount of time before the sun goes down and they can't shoot anymore. And of course, everything that can go wrong does go wrong because of Seth Rogen's presence, of his character. And it's just so insanely hilarious, and so anxiety inducing. I honestly have no notes. I'm so excited for these next, like, I think 8 weeks or 6 weeks now. It's gonna be such a good Wednesday night. So yes, if you haven't seen The Studio, do yourself a favor, renew that Apple subscription and watch it right now. You won't regret it. And then come back and talk to me about it, because I am absolutely in love with this show.